Welcome back to Set Streets and Eats, guys. I'm Chris Bauer, and today I am back in front of what was going to be my 88th Chuck E. Cheese stage visit here, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. It could have been longer. I'm not exactly sure when, but I came here. It was going to be my 88th visit here in Redwood City, California, by the way, and was turned away by the manager. And I had been turned away at that point probably only 6 or 7 times in my Chuck E. Cheese visit career. So it was nothing that stood out of the ordinary. But I was turned away. I've not been back since. Since then, I have developed more of a relationship with corporate, and now they encourage me to visit their stores. So this is my first time coming back since then. So this, instead of the 88th visit, will now be my 124th Chuck E. Cheese stage visit. And I'm excited to see what they have. Now, when I was here last time, the outside of the building, they still had the Outback Chuck, the thumbs up Chuck sign. That signage has been changed to Phase 5 signage. I don't know the 100% done if they're actually going to take the stage out, but I've heard that they didn't. I'm hoping they did not. So the outside has changed since the last time I was here, and I don't know what the inside looked like. So let's go find that out together, guys. Without further ado, let's go see my 124th Chuck E. Cheese stage.
You can be real cheesy.
A great Italian pizza recipe with tons of mozzarella.
You can be real juicy.
You can be wiggly. You can be giggly.
You can be a star.
You can eat from the bar. You can be a man.
You can be a mouse.
You can be anything you want to be.
At Chuck E. Cheese, it's the only one.
When you're hungry for fun.
So here I am, guys, in front of my 124th stage. One of only 3 alpha stages left. And since we're in front of I guess this is my first time seeing an alpha stage. There's only 3 left. I've seen the other 2. Well, let's do the history of the alpha stage in case we haven't done it. It's probably been a while since we've done it. This all started because of the Awesome Adventure Machine. You guys, I'm sure, remember the Awesome Adventure Machine was put into Monfort there in Dallas, and they put that in. Of course, it was amazing that they wanted to come up with a stage that would get rid of the rest of the band, or at least minimize animatronic characters, which it did. The band really only existed in the screens. Of course, Chucky was the center point. He was a 22 movement bot. I believe it was built by Creative Presentation. They were the company that serviced all the animatronics from the late 80s through the 90s. And they built the Awesome Adventure Machine. Of course, it was an amazing stage that cost a ton of money, and they knew they couldn't roll it out. But they loved the idea of just having Chuck. So that was in 1997. In 1998, they rolled out this plan, started implementing them. Montfort, of course, got the first one. By that time, Creative Presentation kind of was going out of business. They were financially struggling. They couldn't come up with a new stage. So that led Chuck E. Cheese going to Gardner Holt Productions. Of course, Gardner Holt Productions, as you guys know, was a animatronic and attraction maker for Disney and Universal and things like that. So they are the ones that, of course, got the contract to build this, what would become the Studio C series, but they were just building a Studio C alpha stage. And of course, they premiered it there in Monfort, where the Awesome Adventure Machine had been, and the rest is history. So as you can see, lights still work. We've got Chuck's performing on the screen, which means that's probably why the lights were on. But yeah, he's still here, and oh, we got more lights on there. So anyway, where was I at? Anyway, This was put in 1999. I don't know what number it was on the Alpha Stage roster. Yeah, there's a number of stages, but this was put in 1999, and it's here still today. This is now the oldest Alpha Stage in existence. So we're gonna go over and look at it and check it out. Hey, how's it going? So keeping true to form, I was doing my intro and the manager came out. This time it was a male manager, but definitely, you know, gave me the once over and had me show him that email from corporate, make sure everything was on the up and up. So they're at least consistent at this location. Like I said, the first time I was here, I didn't have corporate permission to visit the store. So it was good that I had it this time, and because he definitely checked it. So checking out the Alpha Stage, everything looks good. Of course, as you guys know, random movements is all we get. However, we have been getting the lights, so that's been pretty, that was right on cue. That's been not always the case at a lot of these. Some of these have been completely turned off and no lights at all. But this one at least has the lights going, and he's at least, we got a 32M bot. And of course he is giving us the eyebrows. Eye shifts, I haven't noticed if his head's moved. I guess we'll find out. Still have Apple TV, of course. That still got plays the video feed. And Berg, check him out. He's got a birthday hat on. Right below pizza time clock and pizza phone right over behind him. But yeah, he looks, I mean, he's definitely old. He's 25, 20, yeah, he's just about 25 years old now. He's definitely got a little bit of wear on the face and eyebrows, but he's still looking good. We got the studio seat back with the light up bridge and the cars on the, I always like it when they used to put the Chuck E. Cheese semi-trucks on the bridge, but this one does not have anything. Looks like they just have like a fragment of one car and then one Jeep. But the lights are still working, that's what counts. Of course, we've got the on the air and the applause signs. We've got the old framework and the CEC below that. And then the ticket blaster with just a black background behind it. So now we're gonna go and check out the art and the arcade. So this location has just around the, just on one side of the showroom, we have the two generics, the Friends and the Family. Then we have an Ambassador of Fun and a King of Cool. And then this location does have the new trampoline zone, of course. And then over here behind the trampoline zone, where of course we have the Jasper, Helen, and Chuck pieces of art, we got two of the my two favorite old Sassy headshots. Jasper and Pasquale. Of course, they're a bit sun faded, but they're still hanging up on the walls, which I absolutely love that. Right next to the trampoline zone, they also have the new Ninja obstacle course here too. So it's definitely very cool. Hi guys. So it's very cool. They got all kinds of rides, and we've got Spider-Bot, which is like the updated old Spider Stomp. It looks like I just like the logo because it looks like the old Spider Stomp ones back from the 90s. First, we got Sketchbook, we got Barney, and we're gonna go around here because we can't forget the High Five Chuck. Getting over into the Big Kids Arcade, we've got a Bop It game for SpongeBob, which I think I've only seen once or twice before. Terminator Salvation, of course. We do have Dead Storm Pirates and Pig Out. Then we have Sonic, Big Bass Wheel, Operation. We got our football game. That's the old school one too. The old NFL game. And we got the old school alley rollers. Yeah, these are ancient. These look great. I love these. You can definitely see where the old tokens used to be up on the walls there. They're long gone now. Just the purple walls remain. Of course, we've got our NBA conference games. Milk jug toss. We got birthday party. I haven't seen one of these a little bit with all the characters rocking out. Then we've got Red Hot. We've got that shark game I can't remember the name of. Hat Trick. We got Ticket Troopers, which I love. That's an old classic. Fruit Ninja, Sonic Spinner, H2 Overdrive, Space Invaders Frenzy, Deep Sea Treasure, Super Wind Bonus, Water Blast, Piano Keys. Got all the classics here. We got Ring Toss. Oh, we got Street Hoops, and they left it for us. You know, with my long arms, I can basically put it in the hoop and I'll probably still miss. Didn't miss that one though. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh man, this can be my first, don't say it. Although, there's not, there it is. I knew something was coming. Because there's no thing stopping these balls from coming down here. See, I wish every single one of these was this easy. But, you know, I could do this all day clearly because they're just going to keep coming out. That's all right. I think I've made my point. Oh, moving the hoop's not going to help you. Not going to help you. I'm going to get these all day long. No, I did it. I jinxed myself. Son of a... Okay, well, should have stopped. Next to hoops, we have one of the kitty pieces of art. And then on the opposite corner, we've got the Grand Marshal of Games. Up here by the front, we have 3 old pieces of art, finally. The 3 giant Warhols. They're definitely sun-faded from being next to the window for so long, but it's good to see some of the old art still in the store. And finishing out the arcade, we do have Rock and Roll in Gold. We've got Halo, Cruisin', and that finishes it out. Up here at the Redemption Store, just phase 5, Chuck there at the very top, so all the other art's gone. But then we have, looks like lots of new stuff, lots of new toys. We definitely have a full counter. And as far as plush goes, we've got the Bella, Munch, and Chuck big ones. And then it looks like just Jasper's the only thing they added to that in the little plush. But yeah, no Pasquales, unfortunately. And that brings us back over to one of the last 3 remaining alpha stages, guys. So, you know, being in a historical Chuck E. Cheese, and they're historical now, there's only 3 of these left. It makes you reflect. These were such a boon, these Studio C bots, or stages, were such a boon for Chuck E. Cheese in the late 90s. It fixed a lot of their problems of wanting to do new stages, but the expense of putting the full band in and the space. Keep in mind, the space takes up a good amount of it. And granted, the alpha stages did take up a chunk of space, but nothing like a full band would need. So these saved on space, it saved on money. People really enjoyed these bots, these Garner Holt bots. They had great movement, they had great programming. But of course, as you guys know, they didn't use these very often or very long. They were only around for a few years before, I think it was 2002 when they introduced the beta, and then eventually the Kappa, and so it goes. So that's all it was. And it's kind of the end of an era. These 3 left, these 3 old ones. Mark, if you're watching, Mark, you only have 3 of these left. What would be the harm? I mean, you're not going to probably get this up and going. We've proven that, or you've proven that with the Legacy stage in Nanuet. They have a beta stage, obviously a beta bot that is just on random movements, but it's still a Legacy store. But if you're just going to have that, why not put the old alpha outfit on Chuck here? Give him the tux. Make it at least look like, at least we have the lights and the random movements. You could still do a throwback. And it would be really great for the 50th. It'd be great if you did it earlier. But I'm just saying, it'd be really cool. You should definitely consider that. It's not a big deal to put a different outfit on him. And fans would love it. It's a throwback to their childhoods. A lot of the late 90s kids, I have kids of their own now, and they're bringing them here. It'd be really cool for them to see the old bot the way they remember it. You know, maybe put a curtain in. All that's got to work is the curtain motor. I would love it if you guys got these up at work. I'm just saying, there's a minimalist way to do this and still be a throwback if it's just sitting here anyway. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed my 124th Chuck E. Cheese stage visit here in Redwood City, California. Feels good to finally get past the front door at this location. Feels real good. So I appreciate Chuck E. Cheese supporting me, and I appreciate supporting them, or I enjoy supporting them. That's probably closer to it. Anyway, come out to this location. They got the Ninja Zone. They got the Trampoline Zone. They got a great arcade. They still got one of 3 alpha stages. Come see it right outside of San Francisco. He still lights up. He still blinks. Doesn't move his head. They could do more random movements. I'll say that. But come see it. Come support it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.
You can smile America with Chuck E. Cheese. You can get a taste of pizza time theater with Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of features. For a taste of pizza time theater, you can smile America. Smile America. Smile. Smile. Smile.
And by the front door, we do have the old watercolor from 2005, Chuck with Family. And nothing else. They took everything else down, so I guess he's the one I'm going to have to say, later, Chuck.